Michael McDowell moving next year over to Spire. It seems like, Lee, that Michael McDowell's had opportunities to leave Front Row in the past few years and seemed extremely happy there. This was a bit of a surprise to me. How about you?
I think when you have 5 kids and all your company will offer you is 1-year deals and you don't have a deal for 2025 yet and you have 5 mouths to feed and 5 children who will eventually go to college, you have to start thinking about your long-term objectives and what's best for you and your family. I think the fact that Spire could offer him a long-term situation and give him that kind of security that he had been lacking, one deal after another. I mean, Michael McDowell got to the point, okay, I've won the Daytona 500. I've won at the Brickyard. That should count for something. And I don't, he's got a really good relationship. He's a great guy. He's very appreciative for Front Row Motorsports has done for him throughout his career. But when you say, what have you done for me lately? And you answer, I've won the Daytona 500 and I won the Brickyard Grand Prix. Where's my multi-year deal? And your management says there is none. I think you have to look.
Well, it was a surprise to me because not only would they ask, what have you done for me? But it's what Michael McDowell has done for Front Row Motorsports. And he has basically been the face of that team and taken that team through an arc of improvement that is very, very noticeable. And yes, so he's going to a team that has not had the same performance level as the team that he's at right now. Not yet. And so, you have to conclude that it's all about job security and the long-term deal. And that's what's motivating him. And yes, it's a surprise, but I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, because Front Row arguably has been one of the best Ford teams this year, and they're showing speed. They haven't had a lot of good luck, but they're showing some good speed this year, Lee. And, Spire, while they're growing, they've still got a ways to go.
They do have a ways to go, but last week at the NASCAR Production Center, we talked to Doug Ducart, who I'm sure you're familiar with the name. He used to be head of the NASCAR Cup Series for Chevrolet. He went on to be with Hendrick Motorsports, went on to be with Ganassi Racing. Now he's in the front office at Spire, and he's got great visions for the organization. The one thing that he said that really stuck out to me was, we don't want 3 one-car teams. We want 1 3-car team. And he wants everybody working together. And at the end of this year, Zane Smith will go back to Trackhouse. This was a 1-year deal, kind of like rent a charter. McDowell will be coming in there, and he'll join Carson Hocevar and Corey LaJoie. On Tuesday at the production center, we had we talked to Carson Hocevar, and I mean, when you look at what Carson's been able to do in that equipment, and with this being his first year, I think it shows tremendous promise for that organization. I mean, he's been the class of the field over there, and you bring in someone with Michael's leadership capabilities and a proven winner, and I think he will elevate that organization immediately.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but it's just hard for me to fathom a guy at his age taking a step back in performance and going into another building situation where, he's going to have to do for Spire what he did for Front Row.
But if your front office offered you nothing for 2025.
I agree. It's all job security.